Access show notes and learn about our English courses for economists by visiting our website, englishforeconomists.com. Hello and welcome. I am Alan Robert and I am your host at English for Economists. I specialize in teaching English to economists. I love what I do and I am so very happy that you could join me today. My goal with these podcasts is to present you with practical, non-technical vocabulary that you can use to talk about many different areas of the economy. Today's topic is rental housing. Let's begin by looking at our vocabulary. Housing. A building or something else that covers and protects. An example of housing is an apartment building. Property. Something belonging to somebody. In this case, it refers to real estate, in particular, rental housing like houses or apartments. Landlord. Someone who owns a house, apartment, condominium, land, or real estate which is rented or leased to an individual or business, who is called a tenant. Landlord, tenant. Moratorium. A legal authorization to debtors to postpone payment. Moratorium. Eviction. The action of expelling someone, especially a tenant, from a property. To evict. Eviction. Maintenance. Maintenance refers to all tasks necessary for keeping a building functional and livable, such as cleaning, painting, and repairs. Maintenance. Now, listen to the reading and hear how these words are used in context. The COVID-19 crisis provoked a rise in unemployment, which has raised the number of tenants unable to pay rent for their housing. To prevent landlords from evicting tenants who fall behind on their rent, some government agencies have instituted rent moratoriums. These moratoriums pause the obligation of tenants to pay rent and effectively block evictions, which allows the tenants to remain in their home. What are the pros and cons of these measures? Well, we could separate the effects into short-term and long-term. On one hand, the measure offers temporary relief for tenants who can no longer pay rent because they are unemployed or whose income has reduced. On the other hand, the owners, the landlords, stop receiving regular income, which can affect their ability to pay their own debt, property taxes, and building maintenance expenses. Okay, let's go over the vocabulary one last time. Housing. Where people live, like a house or an apartment. Property. Something belonging to somebody. In this case, for example, a house or a building. So a rental property is a property that is being rented. Landlord. Someone who owns property used for housing or for work. The person or business that rents the property is called the tenant. So you have the landlord and the tenant. Moratorium, a legal authorization to debtors to postpone payment. So a rent moratorium means that the tenant is temporarily permitted to not pay rent to the landlord. Moratorium. Eviction, to remove a tenant from a property. Maintenance, actions like painting, cleaning, and repairs. All right, that's all for today. It was a shorter lesson. The English for Economists podcast, please, is new, so it's a good time to share it with your friends and your colleagues. Also, if you have any suggestions or comments, please write to me at alan@englishforeconomists.com. I really would enjoy hearing from you. So until next time, this is Alan Robert at English for Economists, wishing you a fantastic day. Take care.